Hello, hello, and welcome to the Listening Room, a space where real conversation meets real solutions. I am your host, April DiPietro. I'm the Community Resource Director at the Camden County Partnership for Children, and we are joined today with Miss Linnet. Today's episode is the power of the family support organization. So you're not alone, and here's proof. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Thank you so much for having me. I was so excited to be here and talk about something that I'm so passionate about, which is the Camden County Family Support Organization, affectionately known as the Camden FSO. Very important. I'm thrilled to be here. My name is Linnet Reed. I am the Family Support Coordinator. Just means I'm the one that you give a call if you have a question and you need support, and I'll make sure I connect you to one of our amazing family support partners who will walk through any journey that you're going on with you, hand in hand.
Awesome. Awesome. So, for those of you that were able to listen to the first episode when I was speaking with Jason about the purpose of this podcast and just some of the guests that we would have, we had mentioned that the FSO is a fantastic community based resource. It's at no cost to families. Each county has one. But specifically, let's focus on why parents and caregivers should know about the FSO.
Absolutely. I think the most important thing about the FSO is that we are here to help parents, caregivers, family members, anyone who is helping you support and raise a child. We're here to help support you. Walk hand in hand in your journey. Our goal is to help if your child has social, emotional, behavioral, academic challenges, unique medical needs, is justice impacted, then we're the one here to support you. You give us a call. We'll either offer you direct resources. You can come and join a support group, which I'll go over. We have so many. I love them. Or you can schedule an appointment with one of our family support partners who will listen to what you're concerned, help prioritize and create a plan
Okay.
so that you are not alone. That's the most important thing. The
Huge
FSO
piece.
are for the caregivers, whether you're the aunt, the uncle, the mom, the dad, the grandmom, the neighbor who's helping out.
Yeah.
Even if you're not the primary person, we're
Takes a
here.
village.
We're
Takes a
here.
village.
Absolutely.
Okay. So when I was speaking in the first episode, we had mentioned that very same thing, like making sure that people don't feel alone. So
Right.
I love that you actually said that when talking about the FSO, because that's a huge piece. Let's try to close the loop for some of our listeners. How does the Family Support Organization fit into the New Jersey Children's System of Care?
That's a great question. Um, the first step is if two steps actually that can be taken. One, we are open to anyone in the community, and we even help people in other counties. In fact,
Okay.
we even help people in other states who are moving to our county who need help. So we'll help anybody. So first, anyone in the county can access us. The second thing is we help children and families and caregivers whose children are getting services through Perform Care,
Okay.
who have the care management organization. So you either get referred by an agency or you happen to show up and you met us at some type of event or fundraiser, a community event, or you're getting services and your care manager said, hey, give them a call.
Okay.
So you can be in the community or getting services, you can contact us.
Okay.
We're here to support all of the families in Camden County.
Okay. Whether they have CMO services
Exactly
or not.
right.
Okay.
Exactly.
Excellent.
And I have to tell you, we've really expanded our reach to helping so many families.
That's excellent.
And that really speaks to our mission, is helping all caregivers in our community, whether they're getting services or not. And oftentimes, if they're not getting services, we're telling them, hey, give Perform Care a call and get connected to more support for your child.
Absolutely. Let's circle back to that actually, because I believe Jason and I were speaking on the first episode about the phone number to call
Yes.
to access services 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365. Um, do your staff potentially assist with that call? Let's say a parent or caregiver got the information, or maybe school told them about it, and maybe they're nervous or they don't know what to say. Is that something that a parent or
Absolutely.
caregiver could reach out for?
Absolutely. So either they can call our office. I'm going to tell you the absolute best resource that we offer to our families is our website,
Okay.
which is camdenfso.org. You go to that website. As soon as you go to the website, the first thing that pops up is enter your name, cell phone number, and email if you would like us to contact it, offer our support. You enter that number, you will get a call from Julio at our office, who is our new scheduling coordinator. He will
Awesome.
give you a call. He'll kind of walk through, tell me what's going on. Your primary area needs the support. And he will either give you the resources you need, or he will tell you about our support groups, or schedule an appointment with one of our family support partners.
That's awesome.
So the best thing to do is probably go right on that website. You'll skip the steps of waiting for a call back.
Right.
You'll get a call right away. It's the absolute best. Or you can always reach out to me, Linnet Reed. I am happy to guide you through the process as well.
Awesome. Okay, so families that you have worked with over the years, what's some of the feedback that you've gotten?
Okay. I would have to say that the families are always grateful for our support. I would have to say a big void that we happen to fill, aside from partnering with them and educating them, because our goal is help support families, educate them on what's available and advocate for them, but empower them to advocate for themselves.
Excellent.
So the feedback that we typically get is, I didn't know you existed. Thank you for walking with me on this journey. A huge component of what we do is we help caregivers understand the school piece, right? Whether there's school-related problems and they're getting calls and their child may have some developmental, social, or emotional needs, or they're getting suspended, we say, hey, here's some things that you can put in place. Here's your options, and we walk them through. And I would have to say that that is a large part of what we do, is helping that caregiver know this is what your child is entitled to get, specifically within the academic community as well.
Understood. Tell me a little bit about the staff that work at the FSO. What's unique about how you select a person for your team?
Question. That is so good, because as soon as you said it, I smile and I think of all their amazing faces and all their stories. So first and foremost, all of our family support partners have lived experience. So what does that mean? They're the real deal. They've had a child, whether it's social, emotional, behavioral, academic, developmental, neurological, medical issues. They've been able to identify that there was a need, step into the shoes, advocate for their own child, and then take that knowledge and experience and passion and join the FSO and work in partnership with other families and say, you got this. We're here hand in hand. We may not be wearing the same exact shoes, but we're walking along a similar journey, and here's the ins and outs and what you can do. And also to offer that encouragement. We know that you could feel overwhelmed or hopeless or not know where to turn, and we're there to help say, you got this. We got this. There is nothing that we won't help offer support and guidance to.
No problems, only solutions,
That's
right?
absolutely. And you know what? Our goal is not, we're not going to be there forever. So our goal is to say, you've got this. Give them the confidence, give them the skills, and empower them. So the next time something arises,
they then know what to do.
Then themselves know what to do. And guess what happens? The feedback that I get is they've passed that along. We just had a caregiver who I was fortunate enough to help with some school issues, who then went on to share his information with other families, who then showed up at a support group and said, hey, we heard this is the place to go.
That's
and
awesome.
I love that. But we have amazing staff with lived experience who offer their insight and passion for advocating, and I love that. We're very blessed to have everyone we have with unique backgrounds and information.
I'm gonna have to say I agree. I have had the opportunity to meet quite a few of your staff, and it is enjoyable every time. The energy, the information that they bring, and it's just a really nice opportunity for our community to learn more about who you guys are and what you're doing.
Yes,
I love that. Before we jump into like the trainings and the work groups that you have and the different support groups and stuff, if you could give a message using this platform to parents that may be hearing about FSO for the first time, what would you say?
I have so much I want to say. So let me try to pare that down. I would probably say the core of what we do is our mission. Our mission is this. We understand that it's overwhelming to be a caregiver. We understand you feel isolated. We are here to support you. No matter what you're going through, reach out to us. That is what we're there for. Whether you're getting services through Perform Care and have CMO or not, you're in the community, you feel lost, you feel like you have nowhere to turn, you feel like you don't even know what's out there, reach out to us. Because if we don't know the answer, we're going to research it, we're going to find it, and we are still going to help you and connect you to who can give you the support you need. So the message is come to us, we'll walk you through, and we will be there to support you.
They're not alone.
They're not alone.
I'm seeing a trend here with all these episodes. Yes. Just to make sure that we cover it, what's the cost?
There is no cost. It's absolutely free.
Say that again. Free.
It's free. We love free. Yes, absolutely. There is absolutely no cost. No cost to anybody in the community. whether they call and they schedule an appointment with one of our family support partners, whether they come to one of our caregiver education programs, whether they come to a support group, it is free.
That's awesome. That's excellent. Okay, so let's jump in a little bit to the different kind of work groups that you have and support groups, and the services
Absolutely.
that you offer.
Absolutely. So
Yeah.
first, it's free.
Free.
Second, they're all amazing. We really offer a lot, and I'll try to remember them all. But I would have to say the first and foremost would be our youth partnership. It's amazing. It's run by Peter Burgos. He is fabulous. We love him. And the youth partnership is for all of our kiddos who want to find a place to connect with other kiddos. Maybe they don't feel that they have a lot of support or friends in their community. Come out to youth partnership. It's amazing. Peter also offers a youth leadership training to develop those skills,
So cool.
which is really fabulous. We just launched something absolutely amazing that we feel that was a void, and it's called the REACH program, which is for our adult kiddos who have kind of graduated from being part of the youth partnership, and they're 21 and over, and they want to connect and really have that bond with other young adults. We launched that. That's amazing. We're so excited. Just started.
Is that something else that Peter
Peter,
kind of overseeing?
yes,
That's
yes.
really cool.
If it's with our youth, it's
Peter.
facilitated by Peter. He's amazing.
We're actually going to have him on a later episode where we talk about youth voices, so stay tuned for that.
Yes, you are going to love Peter. He is amazing. He's so engaging. And the kids just love and connect with him. In fact, I always feel blessed when he asks me to do presentations like 2 or 3 times a year for his kids. I love it. It's my favorite
You're like,
thing.
yes, I'll be there.
I'm like, I'll be there with bells on, So that's really exciting. So some of our other support groups, we have a father's group. We have a grandparents brunch that meets once a month. It's fabulous.
I have heard some amazing things about that group.
They love it. They
Just coffee chat.
Yeah, it's
Coffee
just
chat.
whether you're the primary caregiver in that situation, or you're just the grandparent. Not just, you're the grandparent who's also a part of their lives. It's there to have fellowship with others. Peter, who also, shout out to Peter, is an amazing cook and chef.
Yes, he
does
is.
all
Him
the
and his
food.
wife.
Yes. And Tia, he does the cooking for that, which is amazing. One of our other newest groups is called GLOW, and it stands for Girls Leading Our World. Fabulous
Love
for the
that.
teenage girls.
Love that.
And they really talk about important real life situations, and it's honest conversations, so unfiltered, so the girls can, really
Open
talk
up.
about everything that's important to them. Yes,
Absolutely.
absolutely. And that
With real information.
real information about the things facing, our young girls, today's society. So that's amazing.
It's important.
Amazing group that we have. We also have Caregivers Coffee Talk, which is really important because on Thursday night, when it's the youth partnership group, parents can drop off their kiddos and then stay around for the Caregivers Coffee Talk. Fabulous time to just talk, vent, and really just try to find solutions and camaraderie around other caregivers and parents who are going through similar challenges.
For any of these groups, does a parent or a youth have to reserve a spot, or is it just if you know that it's that day, you just show up?
You can absolutely just show up. I would say the only thing that we would ever, and always go to our website. Always go to our website. One, if it's a holiday, we may say, hey, we're not having it tonight, or we're doing something special in lieu of the typical group, right? So typically the only thing you would ever have to register is if we had a special event, just so that we made sure that we know how many people are coming. But no, you can just come. If you have questions, you can reach out to myself. You can also reach out to Peter. Go to our website at camdenfso.org. Information is always on there. All our contact information is on there. If you go to About Us all the way to the right, and you'll see on the right-hand side, you'll see Audrey, our executive director. You'll see my information, Linnet Reed. You can just shoot us an email and we will get right back to you.
So it sounds very transparent. You really do want everybody in the community to know who you are, what you're doing, and the door is open.
And we are open to everyone.
Everyone.
Not just people who are getting, families who are getting services. And that's the most important thing, because we want to make sure that we reach everyone, because, someone may not know that they could get services. So we want to know the FSO is here for you. Family support is here for everyone.
During that first episode, we discussed that New Jersey Children's System of Care is not just for the needy, right?
Yes.
What does that even mean?
Right.
That the services are available to any youth and family, 0 to 21, with behavioral, mental health, developmental disabilities, or substance use challenges at no cost to the family.
Absolutely.
So I want to make sure that we're making it very clear that the FSO resources and services are open to the entire community, regardless of economic
Right.
background or standing. It is
Exactly. Regardless of any type of socioeconomic income, there is no criteria for that.
okay.
Actually, here's the criteria. You want support, you come to us. That's it, right?
Love that.
Or,
Yes.
or if you are so amazing at advocating, come to us. Hey, maybe you could work for the
Yeah,
FSO.
maybe you want a
could
job.
lead a support group. You
Yeah.
could volunteer. We're here for anybody who wants someone to walk alongside them and empower them. That is who we're here for.
That's
So,
excellent.
yes, no cost, free, doesn't matter, your family's financial situation. We are here for everybody.
That is amazing. I did hear something about SIB shops. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yes, SIP Shops is amazing. And remind me to talk about our Justice Impacted
Yeah.
piece also, because
Yeah.
I forgot to touch on that. So, our SIP Shops is an amazing thing that we offer, and it is for the siblings of the kiddos. So, you might have someone who is getting services, and their parents might have to focus on that child getting a lot of, say, attention or has a lot of primary needs, where the siblings like, well, what about me? Right.
Right.
So we're here to support you. You are seen. You
Mhm.
are important. Let's connect. Let's support you. Let's hear what challenges that you may have. Let's hear your concerns. Let's make sure that you feel seen and heard and supported, because you are just as valuable.
Right.
Right.
That's awesome.
That's important. And I love that we're relaunching that again on our website. If you go to our website under programs and groups, you'll see all the flyers for all of our support groups, including SIP
Excellent.
shops.
Excellent. Yeah. You've talked a lot about the website. I want to give a shout out to your social media.
Oh, thank
Right?
you so much
Because
for saying
your
that. I
Facebook
forgot.
page is amazing.
I have to tell you, Audrey, our executive director, who's so creative and an amazing advocate and so enthusiastic and passionate about what she does, she creates that. And she is so funny. Like, it's a combination, our social media, which is our Instagram and our Facebook. It's, great tips, practical tips for
Mhm.
parents. It's funny cartoons that say, we understand what it's like to be a
Right.
parent, right? And it's not easy, right? And then it's also information about our organization or
Mhm.
upcoming events. And also,
How to
the
get
hard
involved.
truths about what's going on. We understand,
Right.
this is hard, specifically with the challenges recently with different SNAP benefits
Yes.
and assistance with food.
Mhm.
We're here to help guide them. And Audrey does an absolutely amazing job
I'm
with
going to
that.
second that. Yes, she
Yes,
does.
I am so proud of her. And she also has created an outstanding newsletter, which you can also go to our website and sign up for. And that is chock full of information and helpful resources and links to other resources and
Right.
agencies as well.
It's one thing that I've learned over the years doing the community resource role at the Camden CMO is it's all about community, right?
Yeah.
It's all about contacts and connections. So I know with the Camden CMO business Facebook, we won't just post our own stuff.
Right.
We'll then post what you guys post
Right.
or what Blue Light's
Which we
posting.
love. We appreciate
Right.
that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Because it takes a village to
It
do this
does.
work, right?
Yes. And our relationship, the Camden County FSO and the CMO is so important because we're sister
Years.
organizations, and it is so important. And we appreciate that support. And likewise, we support anything that you do. And it's important because, you go onto the website, you go onto our social media, share it.
Mhm.
Because you may not need it, but guess what?
Somebody
Someone else
might.
not.
That's right.
That is what's important.
Earlier, you touched on that too. I think the best way to describe it is the best form of marketing is word of mouth,
Yes.
right? Because you had said that sometimes you'll meet someone who's like, oh, I heard about this from
Mhm.
my neighbor or
Yes.
my friend.
Yes.
It's
Yes.
important.
And it is very important. Word of mouth is important because, if we say, hey, I need a really good restaurant, you're more likely to take a recommendation. A friend has said, hey, I went there and I had this and you have to try it.
Right.
Right. So when they say the FSO helped me so much,
Mhm.
or the FSO connected me to whoever I had, or they helped me with school, or you know what, they have an amazing support group, because we also have something called Circle of Hope with our amazing family support partner, Julia, is the head of, and it's a wonderful interfaith, non-denominational time just to meet and support each other.
I love that.
And I absolutely love it. And so we have people of all faiths or
Mhm.
all belief systems
Right.
who attend it. And that's something that was untapped before. And we are so blessed to have Miss Julia be the one who leads that, because she is just,
Was there any particular situation that brought that about?
yes, that is an
Let's talk
amazing
about that.
story.
Yeah.
We had a caregiver who had come into our office, and she had been engaged with the FSO previously. I think she had a family support partner in the
Okay.
past. And, things go through life. You have the support and then you think everything's good. And they came in and they said they didn't know where to go.
Okay.
They came into us because they needed some help and support and resources. And they also said, I don't know what I need right now, but I just need someone to pray with me.
Okay.
And Miss Julia happened to be there.
Okay.
And she just spoke with her and prayed with her. And that kind of launched this evolution that people may need other things.
Right.
And, not one
Bridge the gap.
particular faith, not one particular religion, but it bridged a gap, and it filled a need.
It did.
And so we are very, very grateful that we have wonderful Miss Julia who does that for us.
That's
Because
excellent. And non-denominational.
non-denominational.
So again,
Yes.
it doesn't matter what
All
faith,
faith,
background.
all faiths or backgrounds. Some of those who aren't necessarily identify as a specific religion, but we
Maybe
have
they just
families who
feel
are Christian.
spiritual.
We have
Yeah.
families who are of the Jewish faith, or just a spiritual connection.
Right.
And it's non-denominational, but it's just to say, hey, I'm struggling with this, and I just need your thoughts and prayers, or
Right.
I need your support. And it's just another source of connection and community.
You're not alone.
I love
Coming
it.
back to that again. You're not alone.
You're not.
Yes. Okay. So I feel like we've covered a lot of ground. So
Yes.
let's circle it back
'Kay.
and make sure that we tie this up into a really nice bow.
Love it.
right? So what I'm gathering is the FSO is 100% community based,
Yes.
free for all.
Yes.
Anyone in the community that needs help, go to FSO.
Call FSO.
Right? There's
Call
an
FSO. Go to the website. There is an FSO.
Yeah.
Yes.
So there's an FSO in each county, the
Yes,
same
there
way
is.
there's a care management organization.
Yes.
You do not need Perform Care
No, you
or
do not.
CMO to access.
Nope.
Each of you have a website?
Each of the FSOs?
Yes. Okay.
Each of them, I believe, have a website.
Because
Yes.
I'm hoping that we have some listeners that aren't just
Yes.
in Camden County. So we're trying to be mindful that we are providing New Jersey
Yes.
information. That's
Absolutely.
not just for Camden.
Absolutely.
But like you said earlier, your FSO, the Camden FSO, has in fact helped families
Yes.
that are in another county.
Yes. And other states.
Yeah.
And other states, because their family lives here, and said, you need to call the FSO.
Right.
And they said, we don't know what to do. We're moving to New Jersey. Can you help prepare us?
Yeah, absolutely.
And we are happy to do it. And if we don't know, we're going to look it up.
Right.
But yes, we are free to everyone in the community. We even have other people who live in other counties who maybe their FSO doesn't have a specific support group, or maybe a Spanish speaking support
Okay.
person, because we have Vanessa who helps
Right.
do all that as a family support partner. You can reach out to us, and we're happy to connect you.
So I'm assuming then that it's not just all in person. There's
Oh,
also hybrid
absolutely.
options and virtual
Absolutely.
options. Okay.
Yes. So whether you're joining a support group in person, we also always offer a hybrid with Zoom.
Okay.
If you need support from a family support partner, you can meet at our office in Cherry Hill, which is on Kings Highway in Cherry Hill, or you can do a phone call, or you can meet via Zoom. So we can meet you anywhere.
Oh, that's pretty awesome.
You have access to us anywhere. We are always happy to help.
That's amazing. So I definitely want to talk about the juvenile impacted kiddos as well, but I want to circle back to something that I think we missed that is really important.
Yes.
So if a parent has more than one child
Love it.
and they want to come to a support group, if there's an older kiddo, it's my understanding they can go off to the youth partnership with Peter because it's the same day, same time. But what about the littles? Where do the littles go?
Amazing. See, this is why we have you be this podcast host, because I forgot to say we have free childcare. I appreciate that, April.
Absolutely.
We have free childcare. We have a great room. So if you have the littles, they can go in the childcare room. If they're going to be in a youth partnership, they could go there. And we also will do something with the in-betweeners, right?
Right.
Who don't want to be in childcare, maybe a little too young. We have STEM activities that we'll do with them, or art, whatever they want to do. We will make sure that we meet your needs.
Wi-Fi, they could play a little video game in the other
Exactly.
room.
We have that in the other room. So whatever you need, we'll do that. Because we also have, in addition to our what we call YP for youth partnership room, and we have the childcare room, we have a conference room, which is usually where, our 10 and 12-year-olds who may not want to go to youth partnership, they'll hang out and do whatever they need. But we're there to support the family and meet them where they are and help support them. in
Really
any way.
bridging all of
we
the
are.
potential
You know what?
barriers that could come up.
I was about to say that you took my word. We're trying to remove the barriers and the obstacles, right?
Right.
So, hey, you can't come in person this night. Here's the Zoom link,
Okay.
which we do for all of our groups.
Right.
Oh, you want to come to the caregivers coffee talk, and while your other child is in the youth partnership, but you have your littles, they can go in the childcare.
Right.
That is and the good thing about that is, if you do need childcare, just reach out and let us know ahead of time. We'll make
Right.
sure we have someone on site for you.
Excellent. Excellent. Okay. So now
Yes.
the important part, because we are going to have an episode later on in the series that talks a little bit more about justice impacted kiddos. But can you shed some light on what the FSO is doing to help bridge that gap?
Absolutely, absolutely. So our families who are justice impacted, so they may have a youth who has had some involvement, within the juvenile justice court system. And one, we have somebody who is in court several days a week. Her name is Tina Torella. She is fabulous from the FSO. We love her. And she's there to help guide the family, say, hey, if you need these particular resources, we can help you with this. She's also there if they say, oh, well, we now need help with regards to how do we navigate the situation with school.
Right.
Tina's going to help. That's usually a big piece.
Okay.
How do we navigate this? If they're on probation, what they can do. And also with that part, with the probation part, we have Peter who will help those justice impacted youth if they need to have community service hours and
Gotcha.
volunteer hours.
Yeah.
He also organizes that as well. So Peter wears a lot of hats.
He sure does.
Yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
And we also have our youth partnership support group for the justice impacted kids.
Okay.
And also we have a caregiver support group for the parents of youth who are justice impacted. That way we feel that we're meeting your specific needs at that time.
Again, the whole you're not alone from both the child side and the
So from
parental
being in
side.
the court
Okay.
to following up with Zoom or phone calls to advocating within the school system for their youth
Okay.
to having a specific caregiver support group for those caregivers of the justice impacted youth
Right.
to also supporting the youth and helping them be connected, be a part of community,
Right.
get that sense of support and volunteer as well.
Wow, that's fantastic. I mean, what don't you do?
You know what? If someone has a suggestion, reach out to me, Linnet Reed, and say, hey, we need this, see a need, feel the need, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. So thank you. Thank you for joining me for
I'm
this
so
episode.
excited. I
Yeah, this is
apologize
great.
if I ramble. I'm just very passionate and
it's a
excited.
lot of information. It's a lot of information. Let's end with the ResourceNet,
Okay.
right? So I know that each county has a ResourceNet.
Yes.
With Camden, it is organized by myself. I help to make sure that all of the submissions that come in get placed on the database. But do you and your staff utilize the ResourceNet? Are you telling families about it?
Yes, and we actually have access to it. If you go to our website, we also have the link to the ResourceNet
awesome.
on our homepage.
Thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's great.
The ResourceNet is really important. In addition, on our website, we have something called resources. We have a lot of special education resources for caregivers too. But no, the ResourceNet is promoted. When you come to our office, we have flyers for everything. We also have the link for the ResourceNet on one of our forms where you have a barcode that you can scan. So yeah,
awesome.
we try to make sure that we promote that because say you don't want to talk to somebody, but you just want to know where to look for and search for information.
Central hub.
That is the central hub. That is where you go. And it is a fabulous resource and tool.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. So for those of you who are watching and listening, the ResourceNet, I believe I spoke a little bit about it at the first episode, is a central hub for all of Camden County's resources for mental health, social service. If it's a positive resource in the community, we are encouraging that agency or company to make a listing for themselves.
Yes.
The platform is available in English and multiple other languages. You can get it on a smartphone, computer. You can share a resource through it. There's a bunch of other features like the news and events tab. So if you're looking for, hey, I just moved to this area or we don't have any plans this weekend, what's going on in the county? You can go to that news and events tab and just kind of scroll down. It's a really cool platform, and it's great to hear that other amazing resources in our county are also supporting it.
Absolutely, because if there's something I can't think of and I'm like, you know what, I remember I was looking on, and I always refer back to it. And in fact, that's something that we also make sure that we tell parents and families about it and it's in our welcome folder.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
That's great. Appreciate that. Is there any last message that you want to give to our listeners today about this special episode on the Family Support Organization?
I would say that for any caregiver in any situation, if you yourself would like support, whether it's just talking to someone, whether it's knowing how to navigate, I want you to know that the Camden County FSO, Family Support Organization, is there for you. That is what we're here for. You just reach out to us, you go to our website, all our information's on there, and we are happy to support you. If we don't know the answer, we're going to look it up, but I want you to know you're not alone. We know it can be overwhelming, but you can reach out to us and we are here. Our goal is to help spread the seeds of hope through support, education, and advocacy.
Love that. Well, thank you so much for joining me today.
It's a pleasure.
And for those of you listening, until next time, this is the Listening Room. Thank you.